Hey everyone, we are continuing our little war here to get rid of this ugly blue blob in the middle of Sylvania, and so far things are going okay. We've managed to arrive in 3 out of the 4 provinces we're actually trying to take. Imperial Westerland's main forces are all up this particular area. They do have some small little contingents down here, but we're actually trying our best to take this as quickly as we can. So we do have some armies nearby us. We're not going to worry about them too much. We're currently here in this particular region trying to take things down. Looks like all the regions, with the exception possibly of this one, are fairly well garrisoned. So we're not going to be assaulting any holdings, unfortunately. Instead, what we are going to do is be raising some undead hordes, but just on battlefield magic. So we're not going to do any rituals in this particular war unless we need to. We don't really have the prisoners gathered and ready to be offered up to sacrifice. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game, so we are going to speed things up a little bit here. In terms of our other war, it's at 90%, so that's actually ticking over nicely. And just as we say that, look who's arrived. There's 5,100 of them, so we're going to have to abandon a couple of these sieges. They're actually going to be on us fairly quickly. So the sensible thing would be to see when we can get in. So we can be in the first. 422 of their men will be in the first. These guys would be in actually a little bit later on the 6th. And you guys would be in much longer. Right, so we'll get you down to Ertberg. We'll keep an eye on these. They'll be in on the 1st, so let's keep on pushing. There'll be a small amount in the 1st, remember, it's only 422. Countess Nicola. So the good news is, some of our forces have managed to get there in time, so it's not going to be an overly one-sided battle just yet. We're actually going to be there on the 11th now, so 10 more days. But we'll have another 2,000 there, so it really depends on how quick this army can get down there. There we go, so they've managed to land, and just like that they've stopped. So I believe what we're going to do is we're going to try and take out this stack of army right now, once these men actually arrive. Ideally I would have liked to have sieged down all these, but these guys actually appeared far too quickly. So let's get on the move. It's going to be in the plains, so let's make sure we've got the right people in the right place. As usual, as we are a flanker, rough terrain expert, forests and hills, it's not going to go too well in the plains. I prefer someone maybe unyielding in the centre, but I don't think we actually have that. We've got heavy cav, but our cavalry isn't particularly, you know, like a big mainstay of our army. So maybe we'll stick with Fritz. We do have rough terrain again. Okay, we'll go with Fritz, I think. Oh no, we won't. That's a narrow flank. So Udo, we should actually be putting him on the flank. Right, Fritz, I think in the centre. Because his defence, he would actually suffer a penalty on his defence, which I don't like. Okay, Fritz centre, Udo flank, fairly even, but what I am going to do is stack a little bit of additional forces. Because don't forget, we have a few vampire knights, a few of our retinue mixed up. So I don't know whether we should go ahead and just switch that about a little bit, so we'll do that. Yeah, I think that'll do for now. Okay, let's see how they line up. So they're 1,500 heavy infantry, mostly light infantry though, that shouldn't be too bad. My concern is they're light cav, they do have a lot more than us, and 50 special troops. Okay. Wish us luck, people. We're about to go into this battle. This could be a fairly large battle, and it could decide everything. Now they've got their reinforcements coming down as well, so we land. We've got over 1,000 more than them. So straight away, we're actually taking more damage in the centre. They're taking more on both of the flanks, not too much difference there. So let's see how this progresses. Now we should have maybe put a few extra in the centre because we are losing more men. We're actually losing more men on the flank as well. Now something needs to be done about this, and I think that's where these things come in. So let's bolster our forces, shall we? Now remember, we can only do these spells once every 30 days, so it's not something we can actually spam, and we can only get the option to do it once we're physically in the battle itself with this particular set of spells. So for example, if I try to do it again now, look, you can't cast anymore, so they fixed that, which is brilliant. So let's see if this actually makes any difference. Now they're taking more damage in the centre, which is good. We've got our volley tactic. They're trying to meet it with one of their own, but things are progressing fairly nicely. Now Vlad has broken on the side, but we've also managed to break their centre, so I think it's still early days yet. Now I'm surprised that Vlad's broke. We did give him some extra Vampire Knights on that side, but it looks like we've gone ahead and we've defeated these guys. Excellent. So that's going to take the war score up to 37. We should now be safe to go into pursuit mode. And I think that's fine. New technology. Right, what do we have the option on? Cultural advancements. We did say we were going to go for tolerance, so we're going to do that. So we've got 4,300 troops or so. We do have a lot more. But we don't actually command all of them, it's allies there. Alright, so peace offer, that's fine. So I think things have actually, yeah, they've gone okay, and we've managed to capture Countess Nicola. So she's the Countess of Krugenheim, which is actually one of the regions we're going to take, so if anything, we could do with actually turning her. That way she can actually support us in the future. So we're going to turn her into a vampire. And then what we're going to do is ransom her back for 70 gold. Now don't worry, I know we're still in the middle of the war, it might have been better for us just to keep hold of her for a little bit, but no, that's not how we're going to do this. We're going to try and turn a profit while we're doing these things as well. So let's split the troops into two, so that way we can try and take down two regions at the same time. And like you see, 96% on the Crusade as well, so it looks like that war's finally going to come to the end. So as I draw closer, I see an enemy is Abbot Steven. Should we engage him? Yeah, of course we will. He did not move. Let's have a look at the man himself. His combat modifier is not great, but he is putting up a bit of a fight. We'll try offense again. Yes, there we go. Another one's died. So far so good. Now because we've not been able to find the ring, it's a little bit of a shame. We are vulnerable. But no vulnerable than any of the people that we actually are facing. So we just have to be as careful as we can with this. I think that'll do for now. Now if we were to split these into two again, could we continue the siege? We could. Krugenheim, oh no we couldn't. Nope, right, okay. So they've got 691, we've got 2,000 there. Let's be smart, send you guys up there. I'll try and get a new unit created, 270 odd, that should be enough hopefully. We should still be able to take Casino. Don't worry Nicola, we're in the process of ransoming you back. It's all part of the plan, don't worry. You're one of us now. And technically, you're in good company with the exception of Hierarch, Hartswig, who's can't be trusted. And look at this. They have some friends. 3,500 of them. Oh, brilliant. The crusade is over. Let's offer them peace. It's ended. We've won. The crusade for Talabecland has failed. The Lady of the Lake, it seems, does not favour the Old World's Pantheon faithful. After a string of defeats and setbacks, Fey Enchantress Morgania has called off the crusade. Pathetic. Right, so we do have someone else here, so we're going to have to do again. Everyone together while they are distracted at the moment. They're actually moving away, we're not going to... Oh, now they've changed their minds. Round you come people, they'll be there on the 3rd. We should hopefully be there similar sort of time, although we are being held up here. They've changed their mind, which is good. So they're actually retreating, so whilst they're retreating, I'm actually going to remain here. Oh, who's this who's joined us now? It is the army of Carstein of Nordland. Not too many men though, you could have actually brought some more people, but you chose not to. So let's take care of these lands here. We're not actually going to move these guys away. I think it's going to be safer for us to do this now. And who have you decided to go to war with? Zerden? I'm not sure if I like you guys fighting each other. I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Centralization. Maybe. Administration, feudal charges. I mean, we could try for centralization. Can't really do too much else, can we? Crown authority has already been raised. No, vassal limit plus 5. Oh, hang on. Ah, Crusader of Avalanche. Weren't we just saying that we need to take care of you? So he's declared war on us. So things have changed. Possibly not for the better. Sigmarigan. Where is Sigmarigan? Ah. It's quite contentious, this region, isn't it? So we're going to have to do things fairly fast in this regard. So what do we actually have? Well, we've got money. We've got lots of money. So we're going to play the game. They're going to get the troops together, we're going to allow them to do so. We're going to allow them to start the siege. Hopefully by that time we will have taken these, and if need be, we will go ahead and raise some mercenaries. Why haven't they paid for you yet? 40 odd gold. Can't afford, okay. Still can't afford it if I send this. How much are you making? You're making enough, right? We'll have to leave you in there for now. Apologies for that. We'll try and make you as comfortable as we can now that you are one of us. So Krugenheim shouldn't last too much longer, neither should Kappelsberg. So here they are, 6,000 troops. You can see while we've waited. The return of the chameleon skinks. What is this? Long ago, in a time when chaos came to the world, Oxyotl was one of the rarest breeds of skink. A chameleon who could control the colour of his scales at will. He and his bands defended Major Lodge Pasakalan in his last-ditch effort to save the city with a great spell. But alas, the fickle powers of chaos tricked Pakalaxen, and he tapped too deeply into the howling winds of magic. The Slan and his last protectors were sucked into the realm of chaos. No more chameleon skinks spawned after the disappearance of Oxyotl. Now somehow, he has returned from the realm of chaos, and the chameleons have begun to appear again. Chameleon skinks do not dwell within the temple cities, but instead strike out deep in the Illustrian jungles. During the invasions or time of war, they appear to put themselves at the disposal of something we can't read. Where is this man? Here he is. What's happened to him then? I say this man, skink. Okay, I think we'll keep an eye. That's interesting to know. Sigmarite fanatics have established or stabilised, yeah, let's just say established, yes, their presence in the province of Lifaberg. It would be wise to send your court priest there to clear them out. Okay. Where the hell is Lifaberg? Right here. Okay, priest. Just gonna send him like that. I think that's how we do it. Yeah, okay. We've got other things to worry about at the moment. Another army has appeared right next door, but the good news is they're in the middle of a slight problem. They're actually being engaged. Now that's good, they're conflicting against each other. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple of people, it's conflicted in a way, and I think that's actually going to work in our favour. Now, they have actually called a few more people in. They've called in one of the dukes. these people are actually becoming a bit of an issue. Maybe next time that we raise a very large horde, these will be the people that we can go ahead and take. But for the time being, I believe we're going to go ahead and just try and do what we've been attempting. 47 now, 23. Okay, let's send you a gift. Let's ransom you. Yes. Don't spend the money. Just give me the money back. There we go. So she might automatically turn on that to our side because we are in her favour now because she's one of us after all. 9,000 men. This is going to be an issue. So we need to finish this one as quickly as is possible without losing too many men. Now we are slightly recovering with our men, 4,000 men that potentially we can bring up. We did say we wanted to have a look at centralisation, but before we do that maybe we should increase our city levies to large. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. With Blood Pact government it costs 50 piety to change the men's laws, so that minus 20. Yeah, we're going to do it. Want to see what we can do. I was thinking of centralisation for a moment, but I think this is probably going to be the way to go. It should allow us to do a little bit more. Don't forget as well, once these guys are able to be hired again, we will be making use of the Order of the Blood Dragon. For now we can't, unfortunately. For now we're just going to have to rely on others, such as mercenary bands. Go on people, take care of this. We're actually surprisingly doing quite well holding out here. 1,700 defenders, 3.9%. Now they're not going to hold out forever, but it's biding us kind of the time that we need here. Now a lot of the places in this region as well we cannot forget about have gone ahead and decided to declare against us. So we're just going to raise what troops we have in these particular regions, and we're actually going to take down the abbeys. So that should be enough to take care of that there. Do we have anyone next door? They're still not giving us any troops. You don't have anyone, that's fine. We've got 1,000 troops there that we can call upon. We're going to try our best to continue to let them build. Steward Prince Petar has some interesting ideas on how to improve the economy. That would improve by 100%, yes. 100 times yes. Speaking of that, have we actually got them studying technology? We've not, we've got him scheming. Yeah, Petar, I think we're going to actually put you researching in the capital, that'd be nice. We can train troops or we can research military tech. I'm actually going to research military tech. We need to start keeping a little bit of an eye on these things. Oh, do you see what I see? Got 2,000 of them. They'll be there on the 14th. I don't think we can get there in time, so let's be sensible. Let's just go ahead and disband our army. Let these guys continue to march. 4,000 troops. We're going to have to pull them up, I think, so let's do that. Disband you guys, please. I'll have you... Oh, I wanted you to go around this way if possible. Try that. And we'll send you guys over here to reinforce. Now, they're actually changing their way now. They're actually heading around another way. So maybe... Oh, they're buggering off altogether. Okay, if you're buggering off, you guys are not going to be required, so we'll disband. I think as well, how are they going? They weren't even full, okay. They're just making me waste my time here. So let's continue with this. We do have some in the north as well. Damn it. Just as we go ahead and do that as well. Okay. Yeah, they're in on us, but we are in the hills. We have got full commanders as well, and I do have the option for battlefield magic, so we're going to summon the hordes. I'm going to cast the rest of the spells, and hopefully when you come back for the next episode, this battle here will have been won in our favour, and then we can proceed and see what we're going to do next. Obviously we are outnumbered at the moment in regard to this war down here, but I think we should be able to handle it, providing that we spend our money wisely. But thanks as usual for all your comments. It's great to know what you guys are thinking, and I'm glad you're all enjoying the mod and the series. I'll see you in the next one.